our work-shy ant, a true contemplative with the druid mindset, has realized the simple truth isn't ain't. He has recovered a strict, evidential, if somewhat uncomfortable principle. What is not simply is not, and of what is not, nothing meaningful can be said. This is not a metaphysical claim, but a statement about physical constraint on discourse. Only what is identifiable, demonstrable, or experientially present can ground meaningful statements. The clever ant has understood that negation as such has no independent being status. When we use negative statements, such as "the apple is not on the table," we do not refer to a real entity called absence. Instead, we describe a configuration of what is. The table exists, the apple exists elsewhere, and their non-coincidence is simply a relation between present elements. There is no actual evidence for what is not. This simple insight extends across domains. In mathematics, negative numbers are not non-quantities, but relational positions within a system. In physics, negative charge is not the absence of positive charge, but a distinct polarity. In logic, falsehood is not an entity, but a misalignment between statements and reality. In every case, the so-called negative reduces to variation within presence and not to the existence of non-being or nothing. So it is that this laid-back, mildly awakened ant realizes that, for instance, the word non-dual, so overused and abused by medieval Hindu philosophers, is fundamentally meaningless because its apophatic prefix non, a void negative, turns it into an empty, albeit highly entertaining, verbal placeholder, a right old metaphysical red herring. Our thoughtful ant has concluded that all meaningful discourse, and indeed the whole of awesome, wonderful ant reality, is fundamentally positive. Negation functions only as a dodgy linguistic shortcut, enabling contrast and differentiation. But negation itself cannot produce ontological content. The attempt to speak of or do what is not inevitably relies on prior reference to what is, and therefore lacks independent evidential grounding. The insight isn't ain't establishes a foundational constraint. There is no demonstrable evidence for non-being, for the negative as such. Only variations of being can be known or described. Hence the old Irish Druid's cynic twist, no wrong, only variations of right. Therefore, all claims about reality must be framed in terms of what is, and not of what is not.